Hi, I'm Karnika. In this video, I will be doing a challenge. More exactly, I will be drawing Albus Dumbledore from Fantastic Beasts without the lineart in Procreate. For the reference, I will use the frame from the movie. This is the first time I have done this, but I realized that in order to draw better, I need to draw from references because this can prevent mistakes in my drawings. And I don't really use this method often. We draw a sketch first, then you draw on the top of the sketch, not with line art, but directly with color. I have only done it twice, to be exact. You can learn this method in art school, but I left after 2 months because we couldn't draw in the classrooms because of the coronavirus. So we draw outside, but it was cold outside. And also, we had a lot of classes, so art school didn't interfere with my schedule. So the point of this video will be to try a new way of drawing, to get out of my comfort zone and see if this dancing with tambourines is worth it. And also, of course, I draw a Dumbledore fanart because after watching Fantastic Beasts, I fell in love with this character even more. And yeah, one more thing. Here are my favorite comments from the past video. Thank you for writing them. I really appreciate it. Without you, this video wouldn't exist. So thank you. Okay, let's get back to the video. First, I draw a sketch, which should be not too dirty, because it's easier to work with a sketch without extra lines. Uh, then we paint the objects in color. I painted the skin in blue because it makes it easier for me to get a shade of shadow on his face. So just if you look closely, you can see that the shadow of the face has a blue tint. And as you see, I got a little confused because I didn't know what to do next. But I decided it will be a good idea to outline the light on the face. Then I tried to get the shade of the shadow on the face. And after that, I am going to work on face for another 3 hours. And if you look at the problems I had, you can see that it took me a long time to figure out how to draw the nose, and the eyes didn't turn out as well as I wanted. And I had a question about how to draw the eyebrows, but I think it turned out pretty good in the end. I should also say that I have never drawn ears in such detail and for so long. And it's really great that only one ear is visible in this perspective. There was also the problem that my tablet was getting too hot, and I had to take breaks very often, about every 30 minutes. And to cool down the tablet, I even tried to put ice on it, but then I thought that it's not a very good idea. And I also advise you to take breaks when you draw. The thing is that when you draw for too long, your eyes get soaked, or in other words, your eyes get used to the drawing, so you might not notice the mistakes. And another thing that I want to say is that I realized that I was drawing for a very long time. Also, it's been 3 hours since I started painting, and I have drawn only 30% of the picture. I am so slow, you know.
I am little Joto. I am little Joto.
I also had a strong feeling that Dumbledore looked like Van Gogh, but looking for portraits of Van Gogh, I realized that the only thing that they had in common was a beard, and then I accidentally remembered this actor, but well, those are just tricks of my memory. So, that opponents, let's get back to the drawing. After the eyebrows, I started drawing a bird, bird. I hate this word. After the eyebrows, I started drawing a beard, and don't be surprised why he is now shaved. Now the bird will grow up back, so don't care. At this point, I felt like a barber, and somewhere at this point, I started to enjoy the process. Or maybe I should go work in this field, you know. After I was done with the beard and hair, I started painting the head. I even saw that head at this end doesn't look much like the one on the references. I'm talking about shadows and light. But the head turned out well, and I like the head, how it turns out, but everything's okay, so yeah. My next step was to start painting the coat. Coat? Painting the coat? Coat. My next step was to start painting the coat. First, I draw the shadows and the light. This took about 40 minutes, and then I spent another 20 minutes painting. What is it? The fabric of the coat. I don't really know what to call this lines, but then the only thing that left is background. The background here consists of clouds, a city, and a calm. With the clouds, it was easy, and you could do the city in a way that you just draw squares with window and roofs, and then you blur it with effects. But with calm, the situation was more complicated. But I didn't want to spend too much time on it, so I just didn't want to focus on it. But in the end, the column doesn't look too out of place, so I think it's kinda nice. This is the result, by the way. Actually, I like the picture very much. After 7 hours and 30 minutes, I managed to like the picture. For me, who uh, did never that before, it's very good. So now I will give the answer to the question: is it worth it? Is it worth it giving up the line art? Actually, the answer depends on you. If you're great at drawing a line art, why bother? But I can say with the same confidence that painting without line art is worth it. I know a bunch of artists that paint this way, and their work is fantastic. So if you can do a line art, why not try this method as well? And I'm very grateful that you have watched this video to this moment. It really warms my heart. So why don't you give me a sigh and click to the like button? And don't forget that the coolest comment will go into the next video. Thank you for watching. He's a capybara, and goodbye. Have a nice day.